am already for member of the License and Health are present. Alderperson Rank is excused at this point. So we move, I believe the first item is item 23. New Class D operator bartender application for Set House first appearance. What is it?
Not here.
Not here.
Motion to hold.
I mean, what do you mean?
What is
Mr. Chair,
your
if I could, so since this is a meeting before the Common Council, I believe this is one of our meetings that we can't actually take firm action at this point, especially on the two license applications. I think 3 and 4, we can accommodate a decision at some point, but.
So we have to wait until the recess meeting for this one, these two?
You can have your discussions and kind of a consensus on what you would like to do, but then any formal action would happen during the recess meeting. Correct?
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
The last time you did the discussion, and then I think Kale read what you had done at the earlier meeting, and then you just voted on that. Correct. So I can do that if you don't. There's not that many.
Nope.
So any further
Anything else?
we should take up during recess. Is that correct, Nick?
You guys can have a discussion at this point on what
Yeah.
you'd like to do and some consensus, and then I can read it back to you.
Okay.
So we move on to,
So consensus is what motion to hold?
Was the consensus to hold this item? We had discussion at
You
the
know,
last.
I don't have a problem holding this.
the fact
doesn't
that
show up.
sometimes, a person, if it's really responsible, fine. I mean, I can understand, this is first time for him. But it seemed like, many of them, they don't really give darn about the fact they should be here, I mean, if they're really responsible to have a license in West Dallas, I mean, why they don't make sure they show up?
I mean, why apply if you're not going to show up?
Well, Mr. Chair, if I
Yeah.
may, what we've been doing
Yeah,
is
hold
if
it.
there's a no-show once, we'll hold. Second,
Yeah, that's what we've
no-show,
done. I understand that.
denial.
Yeah.
But I don't disagree with you. So
Yes.
was the motion to hold that would be the consensus, and then we can take that
Yeah.
up at recess?
Okay.
I would not have a problem with that.
So a motion of,
We're not going to do action on that.
motion right now at this point then.
Right, correct. I got it down what the discussion was.
Okay. Let's move on to item 24, new Class D operator bartender application for Corey Curtis. First appearances, 24. So it seemed to me that, not here either.
And again, first appearance.
First appearance,
So I would give the same grace, and we would hold for one more.
I'd also like to hear if he's gone through any rehab from two OWIs
oh
too.
yeah,
So.
Correct.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe because it's raining, it's pretty hard to get out of the house,
Okay.
Could be part of it.
Yeah, it was so difficult for me to go out to my car and drive.
know.
It's actually snaining. It's not raining.
Across the parking lot right now.
All
You're
right.
walking across?
We have item 25, substance and complaint in the matter of complaints against Miski Pop, 8900 West Greenfield Avenue, Agent Kathy Godey.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
Nick, I would like your opinion. Can we take both of these together, being there?
I think we can, but I'd like to know who. Are you coming for license and health?
No common council.
Oh, yours, yeah.
No, they're here for.
Oh. No, who are you?
Romanskis and Canes? Yeah.
Yep, we're calling your thing right now.
Calling you right now.
Coming up.
Come
Yeah,
here.
you can take them
Come on.
together.
So, Mr. Chair, can we take that together?
Yes.
Okay,
Come on, grab a seat.
come on up.
So we will wait for you. See, I was. So,
So, Mr. Chair, if I could briefly,
Right.
so we're addressing on the regular meeting, not recess meeting, agenda 3 and 4. 3 being the sons of complaint in the matter of Lemansky's, Agent Kathy, how do you pronounce your last name? Gady. And number 4 is someone's a complaint for Canes Bar, Agent Edward Jones. For these two specific interactions, I'm going to be acting as a prosecutor. If this goes to a hearing, you'll have another attorney here to act as the committee's attorney. And so the only caveat I want to give at this point is that this is kind of the initial appearance. There's really no discussion to be had. There's no questions. There's no nothing about those or in those areas. I've already explained to Mr. Jones, and I believe Kathy, you were also listening, and that you both have, for each respective establishment, the decision to admit, which would be construed as admitting in the entirety of the complaint. If that were to happen, we'd get a new date and effectively set it for a sentencing, for lack of a better term. There's nothing criminal about this. It's only what's going to happen with the bar. If you deny, it's basically one-word answers. What will happen then is the matters will be set for a hearing at a future date. The city will present evidence. Again, I'll be the prosecutor in that instance, and the board would have their own attorney, have some officers show up or video or whatever we're going to have, and then do the hearing. In the instance, we can still have discussions, but those are the two paths that statute allows for at this point in time. Okay? Anybody have questions on that process initially?
No.
All right, so I would just, we've called you together because issues are kind of together, but first I'm going to ask Kathy regarding the complaint against Lemansky's at 8900 West Greenfield Avenue. Are you admitting or denying those allegations?
Denying.
All right. And then number 4, someone's complaint for Cane's Bar, 6922 West Orchard Street. Ed Jones, are you admitting or denying?
Denying.
Denying. All right. So then, as a matter of law going forward, we'll just schedule those hearings and continue to have those discussions. I will just make a record briefly for the committee's benefit. I did have, like I said, a discussion with Edward about what was going on, about kind of the substance of the complaint and what the concerns are. There are some remedial efforts being made at this point related to some of the problem bartenders. But we'll address all of that at a hearing date. I just want to let you know that there's progress being made to some extent. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So, I don't think there's going to be action that, I guess, if the committee wants to move for a hearing date on
I
both
believe we should do that.
to be set by the clerk's office when a mutually convenient time exists, would be appropriate.
So would a motion need to be made to
I-
set a hearing
I
date,
would
or
say
you can
so,
just
yeah.
move forward? I would
Yeah.
make a motion to set a hearing date.
Second.
All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Very good.
Yeah, we're done, so.
That's it for right now. Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
So you'll get a hold of us for the hearing date then, or?
Yeah, we'll work with the clerk's office, and that one I would expect, this one was a 2-minute. That one I would expect, if we go to hearing, would be an hour, if not more.
All right,
Okay? Maybe per bar.
okay.
Okay. All right.
Anything else?
Thank you for stopping by.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Are there any more items? I'm
No, we
sorry,
got
Mr.
more.
Chair.
We do? I only got
26.
4,
27?
There's only 4 on the
the committee meeting.
committee meeting. The
Yeah.
recess agenda has more, but I think that's all we can address at this point.
All right, so it was motion and seconded. We are
All in
adjourned?
favor of the adjourn?
Aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming early. There's a lot of comp for these things, but not much action at this